Hey all, it's Nicole from Cause We Love to Scrap. Today I'm working with the November Color Kits from Shimmerz Paints, and this is the page that I'm going to be creating. And so the first thing that I do is I'm using all of the colors from the kit, and I've got them all ready in front of me. This one, which is blue, I need to put some water in it to make it all activated. It's a creamies, and the creamies are now in pans. In case you hadn't heard, creamies and inklings are now in pans. So if you decide that you're going to continue buying creamies and inklings and you want them in the pans, you're gonna have to get some kind of storage, and my storage is this a watercolor palette. I got mine on Amazon. It wasn't very much, but it was a little bit more expensive because it does have a little bit more features, but there's cheaper ones available on Amazon. As you can see here, I am taking each of the colors and I am going to be making a rainbow, and there is a rainbow in the die cuts for the kit, and it inspired me to make an autumn rainbow, so that's what I decided to do here. So the first one was Till the End of Time. The second one was Pumpkin Pie. This one is Ready or Not. And I really like how some of them have a drip of another color in it. It's really cool. Like, it happens in a couple of places. And then I'll go ahead and add some splatters down below each bow in the rainbow. Is that right? No, each color in the rainbow. This is that witch's blue. And I wanted to add some more color. I thought if I add some drops, they would kind of separate, but they didn't. So I just painted them out. And then I had to add a little bit more water to get some splatters. And I'm just also adding some of those dots. You can see to the left of the witch's blue, there's a little dot. That is another area where it just happens to get in the way. But that's okay because it winds up looking awesome. And you can see it's just kind of flowing in there. And this one is the Here I Am. And this isn't perfect by any means, which is how I like it. And here is where I'm going to add some of the splatters. I needed a little bit more water, and then I needed to dip my paintbrush in the shimmers, and then I added a little bit more water. And I did get a drop up there, but you can't even tell. So I'm going to set that aside to dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint in some of these leaves and pumpkins and some of the feathers. I do paint some of the feathers in as well. So I'm going to use all of the colors for that as well. And I don't show you me coloring this, but here it is pretty much done. And then I'm going to come back, I believe the next day is when I finish this. I am just cleaning up my workspace, kind of. At least getting those paints put away. I do have to leave the creamies out to dry. Now this is the next day, and there's my page. Here's my pictures. I'm not going to use that selfie of me, but I'm going to use these other ones with all of our umbrellas. This was our last day in Prague, and it was a rainy day, and so we were out exploring with our umbrellas. And I took a couple snaps. I took a snap of my daughter and my husband, and then my husband took a snap of me and my daughter. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrapbook those. I did go off camera and distress them with my distress tool. And now I'm going to use this paper to make some clouds. So what I do is I just hand draw some clouds with a flat bottom and then some fluffy tops, rounded tops. And then I'm just going to cut them out. I'm going to do that off screen. I'm just going to fussy cut them out. But I left in here my drawing, even though you can't really see it because the paper is pretty dark and you can't really see my clouds that well, but that's okay. You can see my actions. So yeah, here come those clouds. And now I'm going to distress them off screen. Now that those are ready, I'm going to bring in this page here. And I'm going to set up my pictures pretty much like that in a visual triangle. And then I'm going to add all of the clouds and the leaves that I painted. And once those are in the place that I want them to be in, then I'm going to go off screen and either glue them down or put them on some foam squares. Now, if you're interested in the color kits, I'm going to have a link down below so that you can find it easily. And if you use my name, Nicole, in the shopping cart, then you will get a little freebie with your order. And that's anything that you order. So you could order just a pot of Shimmerz, or you can add one of the new creamies or inklings. Anything that you order, just go ahead and put my name in the shopping cart and you'll get a little freebie with your order. So here I'm still adding, okay, so I went off screen, I did all of the gluing down and little square foamies. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my title. My title is Autumn Rain. And this was in the beginning of October in Prague. And I'm going to glue down all of my letters for this title. Not only that, but I do not have any R's left. So what I do is I use a P and I use part of a Z to make an R on this layout. So when you think your alphabets are done and not useful anymore, maybe you can make a letter work for you. So, yeah, let's see. What else can I talk about? It wasn't cold in Prague. Like, it was cold, but it wasn't, like, freezing cold. And even when it rained, it wasn't that cold either. So I was happy with our trip, so weather-wise, because we did a lot of walking, a lot of hiking, and we would start with a sweater or a jacket, and we would just be peeling those layers off throughout the day. So, let's see. It looks like I just made that R. Yep, there's the A. For the I, instead of a dot for the I use a little star. I was going to use a heart, but it just kind of peeled off and it left the sticky behind, and then I lost it. So instead I use a little star that's on the sticker sheet. And then I'm finishing that up now. Usually what I do is I put the alpha down and then I'll glue it down off camera. I didn't do it this time because it is like the letters are kind of fragile, so I didn't want to put them down and then risk taking them back up to glue them. So I added my journaling down below, and then here I'm adding just a love this and an XOXO near those little clouds. And then here I'm going to bring in the die cuts and see where I can put what. Trying to make that flower work somewhere. And then I know I grabbed some acorns and a little mushroom. That mushroom moves. Yep, that mushroom moves up there because I have another bigger acorn that I want to use. And I do keep those blue flowers out in case I want to use them. I really wanted to use this little squirrel, but it doesn't make the page. This orange flower is the one that I use because it is more like the colors that I used in my rainbow. And then of course I'm going to use this big red leaf. And then instead of that squirrel, I am going to go back to that blue paper. I have a scrap in my trash can. I just grab it out and then doodle a cloud again, and then I cut that out and distress it. And that's going to go where that squirrel is. So it gets replaced. Poor little squirrel. That's okay. I did see one squirrel when we were in Prague. So I went ahead and put all that stuff down. And now I'm trying to make that squirrel work. He's not working. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some splatters, and I didn't want to bother like getting out my paintbrush, so all I'm doing is adding the splatters from the jars, and that's the pumpkin pie and the ready or not. So those two are going to get splatters around the clusters, and the other colors will just be by the rainbow. So here comes the ready or not. And then after that, I'm going to call my layout good. Once again, I have a link to the kits below, so you can grab this kit if you're interested. And I'm going to have some close-ups here coming up soon. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would love to have you here with me. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time.